By KSAM Huntsville, 101.7 KSAM, Sting 'em Hornets. This is the KSAM Hornet Nation Coaches Show, brought to you by Advantage Specialties and Chick-fil-A.
And a pleasant good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back, Chick-fil-A of Huntsville, Hornet Nation Coaches Show. Hope you guys are having a wonderful Monday evening wherever you guys may be here this evening. I'm Carlos Zimmermann, one of your benevolent hosts. With me is my partner in crime, Bryan. BA, how are you this Monday?
I'm good, Carlos. Good to be here with you.
Yes, sir. Good to be with you. Before we dive into the show tonight, we got some special guests that are with us in the house tonight, BA.
Yeah, we do. I want everybody to give a big warm welcome to our finest Huntsville Police Department, Sam Houston Police Department's in the house. David Hernandez. We appreciate you guys being here.
Got to name drop our guy.
Yes, we do.
From UPD, David. Thank y'all so much for what you guys do to protect our community and also enable us to have shows like this every single Monday night.
And keep us out of trouble.
Yes. Absolutely.
Absolutely.
All right, let's dive right into it. Y'all give a big ruckus round of applause for the Huntsville Hornet Quarterback Club president, Jennifer Harrison, joining us here tonight. Mrs. Harrison, how are you, ma'am?
Doing great. How are you?
I'm well. Glad to have you here on the show. So, one more home game to go this week, and the Quarterback Club, I know you guys are very much excited for what's in store. So, let's dive right into it. What do you guys have in store for Hornet Nation Friday night against Interim?
Well, our Friday night giveaway, we will have blackout shirts, and they are sponsored by our very own KSAM and Chick-fil-A. And I also have one for display.
Very nice.
Yes. This is an awesome shirt.
I love that.
And also got the two sponsors on the back, Chick-fil-A and us here at KSAM. So you can get this shirt Friday night at the stadium. We got plenty, but they're going to go like hotcakes. So you need to get your free T-shirt on Friday night.
Yes, sir.
You guys also have some Spirit Store items still for sale for you guys on Friday, if you want to talk about that.
Yes, the store will be open. We open it about 5:15. My officers are there ready. We have merchandise. We still have merchandise, shirts, hats. We got new merchandise still coming in, so we got a lot in store at the store. So just stop by and grab your merchandise.
Come out and see them. You can't miss them. You enter the gates, you hang a right. They're right there, ready to see all of your beautiful faces. I don't have Wayne tonight to model the shirts this evening. Man, he's slacking on me. But either way, obviously, Jennifer, it takes an army to be able to put all of these things together in the Booster Club. So if you would like to acknowledge all of your great folks to help make this possible for you guys.
Yes, I do want to take time out to thank my officers, Ms. Rochelle, Ms. Belinda, and Ms. Julia. They've been great. We've been a great team. I do want to give a special shout out to Advantage Specialty. They are awesome for helping us out. Our volunteers, our supporters that are always there with us, and always Coach Moebes. We want to thank him for everything that he's done as well.
Absolutely. BA?
You know what? I just thank you for everything, Jennifer, that you guys do, because I know it's not an easy thing to do, trying to get people together and to help out. So if you can, volunteer your time, to some of these games, maybe work the concession stand, volunteer in some kind of way just to kind of help the cause, help these Hornets, help the supporters, the Booster Club, the Quarterback Club. They need your help, and we certainly would appreciate it.
Absolutely. Where can people find you guys on social media so that they can stay up to date on everything Hornet Nation?
We are located on Facebook. The logo has Huntsville Quarterback Club at the bottom. Go on our page, and we do a lot of updates, ensuring everyone is updated with our games and everything else.
Absolutely. Jennifer, well, like we said, we appreciate everything you guys do to help make this team go around. I know you got a boy on the team, and he's been tearing it up this season. Ty, good to see you, bud. How exciting has it been for you this year, getting to be president of the Quarterback Club and then also getting to see your boy tear it up on the field?
It's been very exciting. A new year, a new season. To see him on varsity and see all the improvements that I've noticed. His mom is his biggest supporter, but biggest criticism.
Is he shaking his head over here? That's awesome.
Yeah, I'm hard on him. But yeah, it's been awesome. It's awesome, and like I say, I'm really thankful for you guys and everyone that's been supporting the Quarterback Club.
Absolutely. That's what we're here for, to help you guys out any way we can. So y'all give it up for Jennifer Harrison, Hornet Quarterback Club President, joining us tonight. Jennifer, as always, we appreciate your time, and y'all go see him on Friday. There's so much great swag and Hornet gear. You don't want to miss out on it. Jennifer, thanks for your time tonight.
Thank y'all so much.
All right, let's step aside and take a break. We're going to do things just a little bit different tonight. We're going to flip the players to the top of the show. And joining us next, well, excited to welcome this man back to the show, the senior center, Bubba Moreno, is next on the Hornet Nation Coaches Show.
Your brand is your business. Shop local with Advantage Specialties, where you will get service with a personal touch. Hello, I'm Stephanie Pence, owner and operator of Advantage Specialties. Advantage Specialties offers spring printing and embroidery on site. Let Advantage Specialties get you ready for your next event with cups, apparel, caps, pins, and everything else you could need. Go to AdvantageSpecialties.com or call our team at 936-291-3222 to start the order now. Sting 'em Hornet.
Fall football means it's officially pretzel bun season. Go pretzel picking at Chick-fil-A Huntsville. Enjoy your favorite boneless breasts of chicken on a toasted pretzel bun with cheddar cheese, applewood smoked bacon, lettuce, tomato, and creamy Dijon mustard sauce. Available for a limited time at your Huntsville Chick-fil-A. Delicious! Now the Cherry Berry Bunch is back for fall. Add cherry to your favorite Chick-fil-A beverage made with natural cherry and berry flavors. Football and Chick-fil-A, the perfect combo.
All righty, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back here. Hornet Nation Coaches Show, Chick-fil-A of Huntsville, and also brought to you by our friends at Advantage Specialties and Chick-fil-A. We got the Hopper back as we got one more home game on Friday night, so get your name in the hopper because I, ladies and gentlemen, have 2 free tickets to the ball game on Friday. So put your name in the hat so that you don't miss out on the opportunity to win some awesome tickets.
And we got something else going too, don't we?
Yes, we do. We got Chick-fil-A bingo going on throughout the restaurant. Our good friend from Chick-fil-A, Becca, has been passing out bingo cards all night. Oh, Matthew Schweitzer's got his.
One.
And several others throughout the restaurant have it here. So play Chick-fil-A bingo and you can win some awesome prizes. So we've got a lot of fun for you guys here in the restaurant tonight. All right, y'all give a big round of applause for the senior center, number 75, Laslalio, but we call him Bubba Moreno, joining us here tonight.
Bubba in the house.
Bubba, how are you, sir? I'm doing good. Glad to have you back here on the show. It's been quite the season so far for you guys on the offensive line. Just some thoughts on how things have been going on the field.
So far we've been just trying to find our groove because we lost a lot of our line last year, like BB, Kendall, Williams. We've just been trying to find our groove with the new upcoming youngins. We're just trying to find our groove and see what we can do.
Y'all been doing very good up to this point so far. You know, you've really grown into this leadership role on the offensive line. Just what has that been like for you as the season's gone on as in your senior year?
It was like a big step up for me because over the summer, it was kind of like a hard thing for me to do, but then I just got close with Coach Williams and he helped me. And I just try to pull along the rest of the line and help Trey become more of a leader themselves, you know.
How about the chemistry for you guys as a collective unit? How has that been continuing to mesh as the year has gone on?
It's going really well now with Trey, me, and the twins, and then JJ. We're just trying to build our chemistry with the younger fellas and see what we can do for the rest of the year.
Bubba, you guys on the O-line are doing a tremendous job. I mean, it is from an old quarterback. I mean, knowing you got to have an offensive line because if you don't have anything.
Yes, sir.
And you guys are coming through in spades, man. Nicely done. Friday night, you guys gave really good protection to Zay. How big has that been, the chemistry between you and the quarterback? How's that kind of working out?
From the end of last year, me and Zay, we were a new quarterback and center duo because I was with Austin. So from the end of him starting some of the end of last year, I think that helped, and it helped carry on at the beginning of this year. And then over the summer with all the snaps and practice me and him got, we've just built really good chemistry. So we know each other like we're brothers.
Well, you can see it. And Carlos and I talk about it all the time. Your rhythm, you guys look like you're in rhythm, and it just looks good, man.
What kind of just goes through your mind? You know, you prepare to snap the ball, and then as soon as that ball leaves your hand, you got to throw the hands up and start blocking. Just what's going on through your mind trying to balance all that?
Everything, because you can ask Coach Williams himself. I pretty much know every position on the O-line. So if someone doesn't know what to do, I'm there to help. So all they got to do is ask me. So I'm just constantly worried about what I'm doing the next play, or if I mess up that play, I'm worried about the next play. And if someone needs help, I'm there to help them.
You know, that's perfect segue into my next question. I'm just watching you at practice, and then even watching you down on the field, you've been more vocal on the O-line. Just how has that been adjusting to that, just being able to be more vocal and have the guys listen to you at the same time? Because I know that could be tough.
I think I stepped up on that during the summer, because usually I'm not a vocal person. I won't go out of my way to talk. But during the summer, I think I stepped up and started being more vocal and being more of a leader.
You know, I know with a new offensive scheme, sometimes it can be hard to adjust to that. Just how has it been for you getting comfortable with the scheme and just knowing your cadences and everything you need to worry about?
It really hasn't been too hard. I think Coach Williams and all the offensive coaches made it pretty easy, because I feel like they're all pretty young, so then we were able to get on the same page as them pretty quick.
You know what you said a while ago, Bubba, is you know all the positions on the O-line. But as the center on the O-line, you're the captain.
Yes, sir.
And you need to know where all those guys are supposed to go. So that is good to know your knowledge of other positions. That helps tremendously. So looking at Nederland, what are some of the things that stand out about their front seven, about their defensive front?
Nothing really. They're all pretty young. They got 5 starting sophomores. Their size isn't too big. Nothing we haven't seen. I think we should go out and dominate.
I love it.
Love to hear that.
Yeah, me too.
You know, looking at this week, I know the ground game had its struggles going in the ball game against Lake Creek. Just how do you guys help on y'all's front to get the ground game opened up for Trayshawn and Jacavian to be able to just hit their marks?
I think it starts off with our pregame, because some of our guys aren't just locked in, so it would take a little while to find our groove. But if we start up our pregame right, then we'll be able to start the game off right.
It's good stuff. Talking to Bubba Moreno here on the Hornet Nation Coaches Show. You know, you're a senior. You're getting ready to pass the torch to the next generation of O-linemen that are coming up through the JV and the freshman ranks. Just what are some of the steps you've been taking so far to be able to just get them ready for the varsity level?
At practice, if they have any questions, I'll answer, because I know Coach Williams can't answer every question. There's probably 20 or 15 of us there, and he's only one of them. So if they have a question, I'm there to help too, and I'm just been trying to step up and help be more of a leader and help the youngins, because I know I won't be here forever.
You know, I've asked a lot of the guys on the show, just because it's been one of my favorite just facets of y'all's prep every single week, and it showed on Friday in a huge way, and we'll talk about it throughout the show tonight. The strength and conditioning that you guys have been put through this year, starting back in April all the way to now. How big has that been for you guys from that O-line perspective?
That's a big thing. Last year we really didn't do too much of conditioning, but this past summer Wiley got us right, and we're ready for 4 quarters and more. We don't get tired. And once we see the other team start bending over and leaning, we know it's our time.
And that showed.
Yeah, it did show.
Friday.
You know, and the fourth quarter rolls around, that's where games are won and lost.
Yes, sir.
And you could tell you guys had still a lot of energy in the tank where the other team was gassed. And that is a tribute to, your running, your lifting, and getting ready for it, man.
When did you know football's the route you wanted to go?
Ever since I was little. Probably since I was about 6. I played in the Waverly. I played a little bit of everything. I played probably a little bit of middle linebacker, O-line, and D-line. And from there, I just kind of fell in love with it.
Doesn't get better than that, BA.
So when you got on varsity for the first time, Bubba, what was the feeling like, and how did you use that to help others who are just now getting into football?
My first varsity game, I came in probably just trying to do too much. I was trying to do everybody else's part when really I just needed to do my 111.
So hang on real quick, just for the listening audience. So that jump from freshman or JV?
JV.
Okay, from JV to varsity, what's that jump like between the two?
For me, it wasn't a big of a difference, because whenever varsity had something, I was always trying to be there with them. Coach Saint always told me, you don't have to be there, but I told him I want to be there. And I always tried being a part of the team, the varsity team.
I love it. Now, how can you mentor younger guys coming into football for the first time?
I can teach them my mistakes. Everything I did wrong, I'll correct them so they don't do them.
I love it.
It's good stuff.
Learn by others' mistakes, not your own.
That's right. We could all learn something from that.
Yeah, we can.
You're playing your last home game on Friday. Just what's that? Has it set in for you just yet, or do you feel like it's something that's going to hit you when you run out of that tunnel?
It's setting in right now. I'm starting to feel it a little bit, but I know that with our team right now, we'll be able to have a few more games. But I know that we won't be able to have another home game, sadly. Right. But we got to keep trying to have more games at least.
Absolutely. Talking to Bubba Moreno here on the Hornet Nation Coaches Show. Now I'm going to kind of step away from the football field and more into a little bit of background on Bubba. So it's my knowledge you're involved with the welding program here at Huntsville. Just talk about that a little bit and what got you into that.
Freshman year, I started off in welding. I was in one class. I didn't take it too serious, but then sophomore year I switched to another welding class, and then Mr. Sockwell, he just helped me on a whole nother level. He just started teaching me more, because in my last class I didn't really learn nothing, but in that class I started learning not just welding stuff, like life skills and stuff like that too, and how to be an actual man. So he taught me a lot of stuff. So that's what's made me stick in welding and continue to try and do better at it. And the past 2 years I've made it to state for that, so I'm trying to make it back third year.
There you go.
Well, I already have.
You already have gone to state?
Well, I qualified for state.
You qualified for state
in May.
All right. Good deal. Congratulations.
That is awesome.
And that's something I love about just all the extracurricular activities that you guys get to do, whether it be football or welding. I mean, it talks about those life skills and being able to get you ready for real world at the end of the day. Welding, is that something you look to involve in your career past high school?
Yes, sir. I plan on going to Texas A&M or probably SAMS in something in agriculture. And then after that, I'll probably do something, a little side thing in welding, or open up my own thing.
There you go.
I love it. You know, there's one of the most scariest jobs in the world is underwater welding. Have you seen that?
They have those at the competitions, but you're only able to put your hands under the water.
Oh, they don't put you 30, 40 feet under?
That's a liability, Bryan.
If you win that competition, then you get to go put on the full suit. So I've been wanting to do that. That'd be a cool experience.
Very cool.
I feel like that would be pretty cool.
Yeah.
What's some other things you're looking forward to in your senior year? There's a lot of, you had homecoming just that went by, you got prom and all the great stuff coming up. Something else you're looking forward to?
I'm not too sure. Besides welding and football, I really don't do too much inside of school, and I just try and pass all my classes. I don't really do anything else.
Amen, brother. Just pass those classes.
Yeah, pass.
Now, let's flip away from inside school. What else do you enjoy, like at home and stuff like that?
Just spending time with family. Just like being at the house. I won't go out and do nothing. I'll just sit at the house with my family, watch some college football. Maggies right now are kicking butt.
Yeah, they
are. It's 1992. Doing good.
Yeah, they are looking very, very good.
Yeah, they are.
Do you have like a favorite high school memory?
It'd probably be my JV football year. I had Coach Hilger as my own line coach, and we just had a blast that whole year. Even though it was JV, I didn't get the varsity experience. It was still fun.
Gotta love that. Gotta love that. Let me just think of some things here. Legacy, I think, is a big thing, especially for the senior class. What kind of legacy do you hope to leave behind?
A good one, I hope. I hope to. I think I carry a lot of information in my head about the football and about the game. So I just hope that I pass it all on to the youngins so they know, so then they can help the ones after them.
That's right. You have any advice for future Hornets that are getting ready to make the jump up?
Dang. Be ready, because it's a big jump if you're not ready.
So just be ready.
Yes, sir.
You know, the cool thing with that is we talk about it almost on a weekly basis about passing your knowledge down, right? Because you guys get 4 years in high school, and that's it, and we got to continue the championship run. So all that information, please pass it on.
That's good stuff. All right, Bubba, before we let you go, anybody you want to give a shout-out to?
Coach Moebes, Coach Hilger, Coach Williams, and my family over there, and then Mr. Stockwell at home, probably, my learning teacher.
Good stuff, man. Well, our friends here at Chick-fil-A have a gift for you as just a token of their appreciation for everything you guys do on a regular basis, and go get them on Friday, all right?
Yes, sir.
Y'all give it up for Bubba Moreno joining us tonight.
Nicely done, man.
Yes, sir.
All right, we're going to step aside and take a brief break. After this message from KSAM, we will flip and stay on the offensive side, but he's also playing the defensive side, too. He's kind of a jack of all trades. Jarius Singletary is next here on the Hornet Nation Coaches Show.
101.7 KSAM mixes in today's best country music from today's hottest artists. We sprinkle in your legendary favorites, add a dash of Texas and red dirt country, and presto, we made this just for you. Your hometown radio station, 101.7 KSAM.
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, as we get Jerry Singletary settled in here, want to remind you once again, we got the hopper here for you guys. Good catch, man. As we get ready for our next segment, we got the hopper here to give away a pair of tickets at the end of the show tonight. So get your name in there so that you have an opportunity to win the best seats in the house for the blackout game against Nederland on Friday. All right, joining us now, y'all give it up for senior tight end, defensive end, and everything else he does on the team. Y'all give it up for number 28, Jarius Singletary, joining us tonight. Jarius, welcome back to the show, my man. How are you?
I'm doing good.
Glad to have you here.
How y'all doing?
Oh, we're great.
Great. Absolutely.
We're great. It's been a great Monday, and we are so glad to have you here. So just like we said with Bubba, just some opening thoughts on the season so far for you and the squad.
I feel like we're doing good. Offensively, we just got to work on the penalties and play disciplined football. But besides that, we're doing pretty good.
Yes, y'all are. How did it feel just picking up that big win?
It felt good. I mean, I had 2 sacks, 1 touchdown on the first drive, and we was all working as a team.
How did it feel just to get that pop in there? Like, just you.
It felt good. When I hit the quarterback, it felt good to, like, finally hit somebody. I haven't played defense, hit somebody like that in so long. Yeah, it feels so good.
I think he's still feeling that hit from Friday night, actually.
Both hits.
Yeah, both hits.
BA.
Jarius, hey, man, super proud of you. Heck of a ball game Friday night. I mean, great catch, get the first touchdown. Man, how'd that feel? Get that pass in the flat, carry it in.
It was good. It was a great pass by Zay. Hit me perfect. It was a down.
It was just on the money,
Yeah.
and I was like, you walked in with it basically, so that was good to see. You're shifting to that, like I said, jack of all trades. You're playing on both sides of the ball now. You started the year as tight end, and now getting to rush as well. Just how's that adjustment been for you getting back into that groove?
The adjustment's been smooth. I've been catching on to the defense. Like, I'm learning quick, and I'm adjusting pretty good.
Good. Now, on the defensive side, like we said, you were able to lay the hammer down a couple of times on the opposing QB. Just some of the things you worked on in practice that really helped you play as well as you did.
My ball get off and my pass rush, really putting pressure on the quarterback.
So for our listening audience, just explain what goes into being able to handle the ball, get off in the pass rush.
So really just, like, staying outside and, like, you just got to get to the quarterback. That's really it.
One goal. Get to the quarterback.
You know what, Jarius? I was going to kind of save this little part for Coach Moebes, but since you're here with us, you guys look like y'all were playing on a whole different level Friday night defensively. When they would snap the ball, you guys look like y'all launched off the blocks like you're running the 100-yard dash or whatever it is. And the reason I say that is y'all gave the quarterback from Lake Creek fits all night long because you guys beat him to the punch and y'all were in his face. And from an old quarterback, when you've got guys in your face, it's going to be a rough night for the quarterback. And that's what you guys did. Outstanding job.
Yes, sir.
Stuff. BA, you had the next question.
So how's it been from learning Coach Moebes? Speaking of which, Coach Hilger and the rest of the staff on both sides of the ball.
Their support has been great. Like, they've been teaching me everything I need to know and getting me ready for college football.
Good.
And Coach Wiley, he's been doing his big one.
Nice.
I asked it with Bubba a little bit ago. He has to manage, being able to snap the ball, then throw up blocks, and then being able to, read the defense and stuff like that. You have to manage a lot, too. You can catch, you can make big hits, you can block well, blah, 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 blah. How do you manage all that?
It's just, you got to stay, like Coach Moebes, he always told us to stay level. We got to stay level and, like, not get too distracted. And the temper can't get too high, the temper can't get too low. We just got to focus.
Even keel.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'll fix that for you.
Thanks, man.
Looking at Nederland, some of the things that stand out about them that could present challenges for you guys on Friday.
No.
You're in good shape?
Yeah. Nothing surprises me. Yeah.
You're ready to go.
Yeah.
I love it. Stopping their offensive attack and just some things you'll work on in practice this week to be able to handle that when you're on the defensive side of the ball. So when you're on the defensive side of the ball this week, what are some things y'all going to work on in practice to be able to stop their offense?
Tackling and pursuing to, like, getting to the ball.
Good stuff. Playing on senior night the other night, and now you playing your last home game coming up this week. Just starting to set in a little bit that, this is the last ride.
I feel like it's going to hit me, like, right when we come out the tunnel. I haven't really felt it yet.
You haven't felt it yet, but when you run through that tunnel, you look up at that sold-out crowd.
Yeah, it's gonna hit me.
It's gonna be awesome, though.
Yeah, it's gonna be
awesome,
a great experience.
Absolutely. All right, let's throw some rapid fire your way. What do you enjoy just whenever you got the pads off and you're at home? Just what do you like to do to be able to take a little time to yourself?
I like to chill with my mom, lay down, play the game.
Play the game?
And eat.
Mm-hmm. Eating's important. Getting to spend, that's a perfect segue, spending time with your family, especially now that you're older. Just what does that mean for you to be able to spend time with them?
I mean, it's a lot. I mean, it's a lot.
It's a lot?
Yeah.
I got you. What do you enjoy about school? Is there anything?
I mean,
you can be honest.
I can say I enjoy my astronomy class.
Astronomy?
Yes.
What do you like about astronomy?
Learning about the space.
What's your favorite planet besides Earth?
We've been learning about Mars.
Mars?
We may be going to Mars here pretty quick, huh?
Who knows?
We're going to find out. Sign up for that 9-month trip, or whatever it is.
Amen, brother. Do you play any other sports outside of football? Do you run track?
I do track. I do shot put and disc, and then I help with the life skills, unified basketball.
Awesome, dude.
I help with that.
What do you enjoy about stuff like that?
I like helping teach and like helping them do stuff that like other people can't do, and like really walking them through it.
And you have fun doing it.
Yes.
That's good stuff, man.
That is good stuff. Very good.
So obviously I know football's going to be the thing for you after high school. Just looking beyond football, because football will end one day. What do you want to do for the future beyond football?
After football, I want to train people, and I want to own my own business, my own clothing business.
Own clothing business.
Yes.
All right. There you go. I like it a lot.
I do too.
So I talked about it with Bubba, and I want to talk about it with you here. Just leaving a legacy behind. You've been one of the top tight ends in this program for the last couple of years. Just what kind of legacy do you hope to leave behind?
I hope people could like learn from me, and just learn.
Good stuff, man. Any advice for future Hornets that are getting ready to get called up?
Stay on your grades and be ready.
Stay on your grades and be ready. Be ready. That is the point.
I love it, man. Great advice.
Be ready. All right, Jarius, before we let you go, anybody you want to give a big shout out to that's listening tonight?
My mom, my coaches, and my family.
All right, there you go. Our friends here at Chick-fil-A have a little gift for you. You can put it on the nightstand and wherever you want to put it, and go get them on Friday, my man.
Yes, sir.
All right, y'all give it up for Jerry Singletary joining us tonight. Ciao. All right, we'll step aside and take a break, and I'm excited to welcome these guys to the show from the Huntsville Hornet Military Marching Band. We have both drum majors in the house tonight. We're going to start with Mr. Holden Hosea. He will join us next here on the Hornet Nation Coaches Show.
Fall football means it's officially pretzel bun season. Go pretzel picking at Chick-fil-A Huntsville. Enjoy your favorite boneless breasts of chicken on a toasted pretzel bun with cheddar cheese, applewood smoked bacon, lettuce, tomato, and creamy Dijon mustard sauce. Available for a limited time at your Huntsville Chick-fil-A. Delicious! Now the Cherry Berry Bunch is back for fall. Add cherry to your favorite Chick-fil-A beverage made with natural cherry and berry flavors. Football and Chick-fil-A, the perfect combo.
Man, I loved playing high school sports growing up. And it's fun being a fan now, don't get me wrong, but sitting in the stands feels like I'm missing out on all the action, you know? I wanted to get back in the game, so I signed up to be a high school official. It takes me back to my playing days. I'm supporting students, and I get paid to make the big calls. Do you want to see the game up close? Sign up to become an official in Texas at highschoolofficials.com.
All righty, ladies and gentlemen, back here on the Hornet Nation Coaches Show, live from Chick-fil-A of Huntsville, brought to you by our friends at Advantage Specialties and at Chick-fil-A. A couple shout-outs I want to give here real quick. Big thank you to the Quarterback Club folks that are in the house tonight. Jennifer Harrison, who we had on the show, thank you again for joining us tonight. Julia Reed, thank you for joining us here tonight as well. Mr. Paul Trevino, I see you back there, you and your lovely wife. Thank you guys so much for everything that you guys do for our community. Thank y'all for being here tonight. And, of course, school board member Kathy Schweitzer and her son Matthew joining us here once again tonight. Thank you guys so much. There we go. Awesome stuff. All right, joining us now for the first time ever here on the Hornet Nation Coaches Show, we have both drum majors from Huntsville Hornet Military Marching Band in the house. Joining us first, y'all give a big round of applause for Mr. Holden Hosea joining us tonight.
Hey.
Holden, how are you, sir?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm fantastic. Just let's talk about your journey. We're just gonna dive right in. That's kind of what we do here. From, joining the band and now being one of the 2 drum majors. Take us on that journey.
Man, so when I first started like in the band, I know it started off really intimidating. I'm not gonna lie. Like, you go from just the only thing you look forward to in band is like your UIL competition at the end of the year, to you basically have a competition every Friday night, and then you have a competition coming up like in October, and you have like several competitions in October actually. So it was definitely it was a big jump. I know definitely when I first started, I saw all these people, like all these seniors and juniors who were like up there in like the ranking with the band, especially like in leadership. I had my heart set. I was like, man, I want to be a part of this. Like, I want to be like more than just like a cog in the machine, So I remember it took a lot of like hesitation, like every year. I remember my freshman year getting into that, like wanting to be drum major. I remember I went to the camps that they hold every year.
Yeah.
Sometime in like February, they bring us out and they give you a mace, you buy a whistle, and like they throw you into the water, like see if you sink or swim, right?
That's right.
So it was definitely it was like challenging my freshman year because I was learning all this new stuff. But from there, I decided not to go to tryouts that year. But I did sign up for a leadership position. So my sophomore year, I became a section manager, where we help with like music and stuff like that. So I was in there, like I was moving up the ropes, and I was pretty proud of myself. Towards the end of the junior year, towards the end of my sophomore year, I did go back to the camp again, and I didn't try out again, which, like, where would I be now if I would have tried out my sophomore year, right? Oh, I wish. But I moved up the rank again my sophomore year after going through a bunch of interviews and stuff like that. I became a squad leader. So that's where, like, you get, like, hands-on with the band. Like, you teach them the marching, you teach them the music. Like, you're kind of, like, you're a big part of it.
Yeah.
And that taught me a lot of leadership skills, not just, like, in band, but, like, leading off into, like, other things I'm a part of, like being a National Honor Society officer and stuff like that. It's definitely helped me with just being able to present myself in, like, a authoritative person, and to be the person that people would come to for any type of help. My junior year, I went to tryouts, and this was the year, like, I went home and told my mom that night. I was like, Mom, it's happening. Like, I got my mace, I got my drill, like, I'm ready. I'm going to do it this year. And after 2 weeks, we have to learn a prepared drill. We have to learn how to conduct, like, the whole 9 yards. And so the trial process is, I mean, it's pretty grueling, and like, you're pretty nervous throughout the whole thing, but, like in the end, like, when you're sitting there and you're with your buddies you've been with the whole time, locked arms and stuff like that, and then they come out with an orange sticky note with names on it, and they're like, our drum majors for next year are, and then you hear your name and you're like, wow, like, really? Like, this position I've been bestowed, like it was big. I was really excited. And then, so once we get, like, once we actually get the honor of being, like, drum major, they throw us, like, they kind of just, like, bring it into the office, and they're like, all right, good job, you made drum major. All right, so here's, like, this that you have to do. You have to buy this. You have to be prepared for this by this time. And you're like, oh.
What did I just get myself into?
What did I get myself into? So, during the summer, we did spend a lot of, like, you spend a lot of time, like, getting into it. So, like, SFA drum major camp, like, that was, like, the greatest time of my summer. Like, you would think, but it was, like, it was so much fun. It was hard work, but, like, you meet a lot of people, like, in different districts of the school, and, like, it's great. I loved it. And then after that, we have our summer band through July and August, like, leading up to football season and stuff like that, and in the preparation for contests and stuff like that, we have to learn our own drill. Like we have to like make it based off of being 2 yards apart from the band. So it's a lot of like you really have to like think about what you're doing in correlation to the band. And here we are now.
Here you are.
State bound, right?
That's right. We'll talk about that here in a little bit.
You know what's really cool is having you guys up here is we know how the football team and the preparation that goes into that and being prepared for Friday nights or whatever the case may be. But, people don't realize the preparation that it takes in the band. And it could be band, it could be anything for that matter. But to hear your perspective on it is super cool for us. So we appreciate you being here.
Yes, sir, of course.
So when did music in the band become one of your passions in life?
So there's kind of like two parts to it, and honestly, I'd say like my favorite part is what we're in right now. You have your like first half, like marching, where you get like military marches from like Carl King and stuff like that, and like that really like are like in your face, and they're really. I really like to present ourselves on Friday nights like in like the best feeling. I'm not even gonna lie to you, is like when we do like a full band turn and like I'm in the front, the band's following. It's so cool to just like feel the pulse and like feel like the passion burning through everybody else like while they're playing, It's great. And then the second semester we go into more like we pump the brakes, no more contests, no more like after school rehearsals. We start to go into the UIL, like the actual like competition part side of things, where we get like our fancy instruments, like, and we start preparing. I know we start preparing this first semester. We start doing like Christmas music just to get like a feel for it, and then going into the second semester, we start learning like some like more technical pieces, like that could either be fast, very cultural. Like I remember we played a song like. It was like traditionally like Korean, I think, and we played like multiple German marches, like just like the way it branches out. I love it. It's so much.
I love that.
I love it.
Getting to march on Friday nights here in front of the fans, whether it's here at home or away, just how exciting is that for you, and just what does it mean for you?
I tell you, the first time we marched, I'm gonna tell you, I was sweating bricks. I was like, all right. I need to like rewrap my mace to where like if once I do like the forward march flourish, like I'm not throwing the mace into the crowd and stuff like that. Like I'll tell you, it was a lot. And like seeing the sheer number of people and like you have to like execute your salute and the forward march stuff like that, like pristine, like it's a lot of pressure.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you, like I love whenever our friends are at the games and our friends and family and stuff like that. The greatest feeling is like when you finish your salute and you just hear somebody call out your name, like your name's over here, and then your name's in front of you, and then your name's coming from the student section. And you're like, wow, like this is so cool, like spotlight and stuff like that, and then the spotlight goes to the band. So, but like you get your all eyes on you for a minute.
Yes, you do.
Holden, it's my understanding you guys are getting ready for state band competition.
Yes, sir.
Well, how's that feel to you personally?
Personally, it feels great because at the start of my freshman year, we unfortunately broke a streak that we had for a while. We went from like making ones consecutively, and then we went and like threw in a 2 1 year, and like that was devastating. And it did come like almost like 2 years after COVID. So obviously we were recovering from that. So the band was definitely it was really we were losing a lot of people, and so just it was a bunch of like parts to it that like resulted in us getting a 2. But from that point on, we've done nothing but grow, and it's so cool to see how we went from like this to now our senior year we're going back to state. For the third year in a row now, and I wholeheartedly believe right now, I believe we are in the running for finals this year.
Awesome.
So,
love it.
Yes.
I love it. All right, Holden, I want to throw some rapid fire your way here on the Hornet Nation Coaches Show, talking with one of the drum majors from the Huntsville Hornet Military Marching Band. Let me ask you, just You're in your senior year, right? All right.
Yes, sir.
So some of your favorite memories from high school.
My favorite memories, being in the stands with the baritones. So we're not a very like popular or very populated group. We're kind of like we're one of the smallest groups, but that's what like keeps us together. Like we're really like bonded in that aspect. And so like my favorite memories was like making friends with people that I never would have thought I made friends with, you know, just because like we're so close together because we're like in this little small group of like people, you know?
Yeah.
And I loved like grooving out with them in the stands and stuff like that.
Love that. Do you have like I know band's a big part of your life, but do you have like any fun hobbies that you do outside of band?
That's a good question.
See, it doesn't just throw the football guys for a loop.
Hey, I collect Pokemon cards.
You collect Pokemon cards.
I do.
You find a lot of joy in that.
Yeah.
I love that.
I love shiny cardboard.
Shiny cardboard. I love that. Are there any other extracurricular activities you're involved with at the high school?
Yes, sir. So actually today I got to spend the day with the sub squad.
Okay.
Where we went to elementary schools and we, you know.
Well, you got to tell everybody what that is.
Oh, sub squad stands for speaking out against problems. So we go to elementary schools and we put on these like goofy little outfits and we go out there and we make a fool of ourselves and we're like, all right, don't do drugs, you know, and like in a plethora of skits. And I got to do some of the skits and like I had to do an Australian accent and tell them about the drug safari, you know, like so that was a lot of fun and like the kids love it and so kind of going away from like goofy stuff that I get to do in the school. I'm in the National Honor Society. So, and I'm actually one of the co-vice presidents with it. National Honor Society, I am also I'm a vice president for the student council. And so like both of these organizations, they really cater towards like community service and stuff like that. So we spend a lot of our time like helping out the community and like especially with National Honor Society you have to keep like good grades. Like you have to be a role model in the school. So like what our thing is like we're good in school, like we're the role models, we are the top of the like best of the best, and then we're able to go outside of school and like serve, you know, and be the best people we can be and you know just serve.
That's awesome, man. Some last things for you before we let you go and turn it over to your partner in crime over there, Bryson Thomas. Do you have any advice for future band members that may be listening, future drum majors, and just what kind of legacy you hope you have left behind?
I would say it starts off really intimidating. Don't quit. It'll be like it'll give you some of the best memories you can get in your 4 years of high school. You meet people. Like band in itself, like I said, it helps you with your leadership. So not only like we're building model citizens through musical excellence. So we are taking people who like don't like have anything, and like we're shaping them to be people that they can serve and they can be somebody like because they're with band. Like you'll meet people, you'll grow your leadership skills. Like, I just say, like, don't give it up. Don't give it up.
It's awesome, brother. All right, before we let you go, we have our friends here at Chick-fil-A that have a lovely gift for you as a token for appreciation everything you do. Anybody you want to give a shout-out to that may be listening out there tonight?
My partner, Bryson. Yeah. My mom and dad.
All right, there you go. Y'all give it up for Holden Hosea joining us tonight. Appreciate you coming on, man, and taking the time out of your night to join us.
Sir.
All right, we're going to step aside and take a quick break from our friends at KSAM. Have a quick message for y'all, and then we will turn it over to our other drum major that's joining us tonight. Bryson Thomas is next here on the Hornet Nation Coaches Show.
Huntsville, it's time to rodeo, KSAM style. Join us for the Miller Lite Tailgate Party with Faust Distributing in 101.7 KSAM at the Sam Houston Collegiate Rodeo, November 7th and 8th at the Sonny Sykes Arena on Highway 75 North in Huntsville. The tailgate party kicks off at 5 with gates open at 6 and the rodeo action at 7. Be early and score your free KSAM Bull shirt while supplies last. The Miller Lite Tailgate Party at the Sam Houston Collegiate Rodeo, November 7th and 8th with Faust Distributing at 101.7 KSAM.
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, back here on the Hornet Nation Coaches Show, live from Chick-fil-A of Huntsville and brought to you by our friends at Advantage Specialties. You still have time here if you're in the restaurant. If you want to put in for our pair of tickets to the ball game on Friday, we're drawing the winner after our segment with Coach Moebes that's coming your way shortly. But first, we're going to turn it over from one drum major to the other, and joining us tonight is our good friend here from the Huntsville Hornet Military Marching Band. Y'all give it up for Bryson Thomas joining us tonight. Bryson, how are you, sir?
I'm great. I'm absolutely great.
Glad to have you here, man. So I'll ask you something I asked Holden there, just because I know everyone's journey is different. So your journey to drum major, how did it go?
So honestly, coming into high school, I was really excited because I got to see some of it through my sister, who was in the band a few years before. And so coming into it, I had some people who actually knew my sister, so I was taken under their wing, and so I had people pushing me forward through all of it. And so getting started as a freshman, you don't get to do any like the working or like the crews or stuff, but the people I knew, they allowed me to come and join them, and I got to experience some of the crew stuff even as a freshman. So there was a crew called Operations, which basically does all the heavy lifting behind the scenes. So they load the truck, they prepare everything for practices, and just do any type of heavy lifting type of stuff. And so I was considered an honorary ops. So as a freshman, just getting to do that. And then the next year, I wanted to go for a section leader role because my sister was also a section leader.
Bryson, what instrument were you playing?
Oh, I play saxophone.
Saxophone, okay.
Yes, sir.
Very nice.
And so I started off playing alto saxophone. And so then going into sophomore year, I tried going for section leader. I didn't get it, but they allowed me to be an actual operations member. And so I took a leadership role with that. And that was really fun to do for sophomore year. And then the next year, I finally got the chance to go out again for the section leader role. And I got to be a section leader for the saxophone section and lead my section to hopefully, well, I thought we got better. And so it was really see that progress through it. Because my freshman year, there was only three new saxophones. And then by my junior year, we had a big old section. And it was really nice to see the progression,
nice, yeah.
the growth.
You know what? You kind of maybe answered a little bit, but when did you first get interested in music, and more in particular the band?
It was honestly because of my sister, because she did it.
Yeah, I was thinking that. So
yeah.
Talk a little bit more about your sister and how she influenced your decision.
Careful, she's here tonight.
There she is. Hi, sis.
Yeah.
Hello, Katie.
Yeah, well, just getting to experience, like, seeing her concerts and going through that, I was just like, this seems really cool. And so then meeting some of her friends who also play other instruments, because she played flute.
Okay.
I was not going to be a flute player. But she had other friends who played saxophone. I was like, this seems really cool. And saxophone is just a popular instrument due to jazz and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah, no doubt.
So seeing that just all around you, it's just like, that seems like a really interesting thing to do. And so I was like, I'm going to go out for this. I'm going to try this. And I had it just set. I was going to be a saxophone player.
So the alto sax, correct? Mm-hmm. So is that like on the range of saxophones, where does that kind of, as far as size goes and things like that, how far is?
So there's 4 actually, and if you go see our drill on Friday nights, you'll see all 4 of them displayed in our drill. And so there's the smallest one, and that's called the soprano saxophone.
Okay.
And then the second smallest one is the alto saxophone.
Okay.
And then you have the tenor sax, and then the bari sax, which is what I play now. So.
Nice.
Mm-hmm. Love it. It's good stuff. We talked about it with Holden. I wanted to get your perspective, too. You're getting ready for state coming up here before long. Some things that you're excited about in the state competition.
I think, honestly, something I'm excited for is just finally getting that opportunity to just achieve more than what we've achieved before. And especially as the drum major, as, like, the main guy in charge, like, just getting to see the band progress to a higher standard and then raise the bar higher for the next year coming up as well.
So, you know, they pass theirs down, you know, just like football guys.
Just like the football team does.
Brian. I love that. So who gives you the inspiration to be the best at everything you do?
Everything I do, I mean,
Who's your biggest inspiration? Yeah.
I think honestly it would come down to my sister and my mom, because they were always hardworking growing up, and they were just smart people, and everything they did, they tried to strive to be the best. And even through my mom and through her job and what she does, like, she just kept growing through the ranks. And now she's a director of immersion bilingual for the district. And so just seeing her growth as well, and then my sister's growth as well, being a nurse in Temple now. It's just great seeing that, and they keep striving every day to be better than what they were before, and I just want to keep doing that myself as well.
It's awesome, brother. Talking to Bryson Thomas here, drum major for the Huntsville Hornet Military Marching Band. So I understand you also play soccer.
Yes,
for the Huntsville Hornet program. Some things you're excited about in the upcoming year that once the temperatures start getting a little colder.
I'm honestly ready for the temperature to stop getting cool. I'm tired of sweating during practice. But yeah, I'm just really excited because it's senior year now, and so getting to be on that varsity team and seeing that program grow as well, not just the band, but everything I do, just seeing it grow, and as the top dog, as the senior, it's really cool to see the younger guys and see just what I get to do and what I get to finish off my high school career as.
What position do you play?
I play center back.
Center back. Good stuff. Do you have any goals for the upcoming soccer season for yourself?
For myself, it's just I'm not the best on the team, but I keep striving to get better. So it's just right now trying to get that starting position as for the team, and just really holding down that back line with hopefully my friend Caleb Kulak and Kendall Burns as goalkeeper, and just getting chances to do that with them and just holding down.
You know, Bryson, I've gotten to get to know you the last couple of years being in our youth group at Northside. I know faith is a huge importance in your life. You lead worship for the Bible Buddies and at church as well. Just how important is that for you?
It's just a really cool thing, because that's a lot of people see that as just something on the side that I do. But it's really important to me that it's not just a side gig. It's something that I try to strive to do every day, and just be a role model for not just as a leader and the things I do, but just for Christ, and just trying to be a role model and example for him always.
It's awesome, brother. He's got some pipes. Let me tell you, he can sing. Yes, he can sing.
Well, I just like his comment a while ago that if you're going to do something, do it the best you possibly can, right? I mean, that's a life lesson for everybody.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
Do you have any advice for the guys that are up and coming through the band and future drum majors that are going to assume your role next year?
Honestly, just keep trying and just push yourself to your limits, and just hope your limits is better than the person before you, because that's what counts. It's just being better than being your best and being better than the person before.
It's awesome stuff, brother. Anybody you want to give a shout out to here before we let you get about your night?
Honestly, just everyone in the band program who's lifted me up, my directors, and as well as my amazing family who's just pushed me through all of it.
Awesome, brother. Well, our friends here at Chick-fil-A have a lovely gift for you.
Thank you.
Thanks for everything you do. Thank you for the person that you are. Have fun on Friday night, that last home game, and best of luck for you guys at State. So excited for you guys and what you guys are going to accomplish. So y'all give it up for Bryson Thomas joining us tonight.
Thank you so much.
All right, we'll step aside and take a break, and we'll turn it over to head coach Todd Moebes after this on the Hornet Nation Coaches Show. Good job, Bryson.
Pretzel bun season. Go pretzel picking at Chick-fil-A Huntsville. Enjoy your favorite boneless breasts of chicken on a toasted pretzel bun with cheddar cheese, applewood smoked bacon, lettuce, tomato, and creamy Dijon mustard sauce. Available for a limited time at your Huntsville Chick-fil-A. Delicious! Now the Cherry Berry Bunch is back for fall. Add cherry to your favorite Chick-fil-A beverage made with natural cherry and berry flavors. Football and Chick-fil-A, the perfect combo.
Your brand is your business. Shop local with Advantage Specialties, where you will get service with a personal touch. Hello, I'm Stephanie Pitts, owner and operator of Advantage Specialties. Advantage Specialties offers screen printing and embroidery on site. Let Advantage Specialties get you ready for your next event with cups, apparel, caps, pins, and everything else you could need. Go to AdvantageSpecialties.com or call our team at 936-291-3222 to start that order now. Sting 'em Hornets!
All right, ladies and gentlemen, back here on the Hornet Nation Coaches Show. Let's dive right into it, ladies and gentlemen. Y'all give a huge round of applause for the head honcho of the Huntsville Hornets, Todd Moebes, joining us here tonight. All right. Coach Moebes, how are we, sir?
Doing good, guys. How about y'all?
Doing great. Feeling real good after that big win on Friday.
No doubt.
And I want to get your thoughts, just that big defensive showcase and being able to take care of Lake Creek at home. Just some thoughts from that before we look ahead to Nederland.
I mean, it was obviously a huge district win for us. I mean, it was the first time that our guys had a Friday night win over Lake Creek in quite some couple years. Both of us were 2-2 at that point in time in district, so it had a lot of implications. Now we're at that time of the year as far as postseason stuff goes. And, it was just a different recipe of a win than what it was the previous Friday. And so, just real proud of our guys and just keep hammering away. And, like I said, it was certainly a sweet victory.
Defense arguably played their best game of the season. Just what more can you say about the way the defense played?
I was real proud of them. I mean, we knew how explosive that they had been. They'd put a lot of points, on the board. I wish we could have taken away the 4th and 9 at the first drive of the game, right. and then the last drive of the game, it had been even sweeter. But as much as we knew that of how efficient they were moving the football, we deferred, at the beginning of the game and knew we were going to get the ball the second half. And I think, Coach Kennedy certainly had a choice to be able to make whether he was going to give us the wind in the fourth or for them to have it. And he chose to have it in the third, which is as hard as it was, blowing at that point in time. It was a factor. And they did a good job of being able to pin us deep. Unfortunately, we weren't able to get, a first down to be able to change the field. But, I mean, defensively coming out about 3 or 4 series in a row on our end of the field and being able to shut them down when they had the wind to their back, they continued to punt. And we just played the game back and forth. And to shut them out in the third quarter with as short a field as they had was massive.
Absolutely.
Coach, I tell you what, man, congratulations. Big win Friday.
Thank you.
Yeah, that was back-to-back, actually, the Dayton win and then obviously last week against Lake Creek. And one of the things I noticed, and I told Jarius a little while ago, on the defensive side, and I don't know if really what got into them or whatever, but your linebackers and your front three, they were in that quarterback's face before he even knew what happened. And that caused him problems all the second half. What got into those guys?
I thought they did a good job of, kind of knowing what their protection was. We were able to dial up some things. I think we were able to keep them a little bit off balanced in what they were doing and being able to bring protection, to their slide side and then to their single man slide or their single man side. And, it's really kept them off balance. I mean, their quarterback is very active. Being able to keep him in the pocket was important. When you have an active guy like that, if he's able to escape the pocket and get outside, he's able to keep his eyes downfield. He makes either plays with his feet or, he was really good at being able to have his receiver scramble and make late throws. And so keeping him in the pocket was very, very important. I thought we did a good job of making sure to keep him contained. Once the pressure started coming, now he gets his vision down to try to find out where he wants to go, and he's not looking at his receivers. And so, I think all of that was just a combination of some great pressure that we were able to put on him.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I mean, you dialed up that pressure, and they didn't know what to do with it. And that, for us, was so much fun to watch. But right now, it looks like your offense is really hitting their stride at the right time. What are you pleased with, and where can you see improvements on the offensive side of the ball?
Yeah, I think just consistency. I mean, there were times, especially in the third quarter, I would say that we sputtered offensively. I mean, you look at it that way, and I thought Lake Creek did a great job of tackling. I mean, they really, really did. I mean, I don't think that they missed very many. We've got some great ball carriers, and I mean, it came down to a one-on-one. We weren't winning the one-on-ones, and they're making the tackle. If we are able to make them miss, like we've made plenty of people miss, throughout the year, then but here we go. It's a really explosive play. So, I thought our offensive staff did a great job of being able to, stay with it. They changed the look from the third quarter to the fourth quarter, which able to spring some stuff. The long run there to start the fourth quarter by Marcus was certainly a spark. And then they adjusted to that, and so then we adjusted again, and we were able to make a couple first downs, and it was nice to be able to have the ball once again offensively on the field to get a first down and then take a knee and call it and say it's over. So again, our offensive staff did a great job. Our guys did a great job of being able to execute it and just stay patient. Didn't show any panic, and eventually found what was going to work for us.
Now looking ahead, you got Nederland at your place on Friday. They're missing some key pieces due to injury, so looks a lot like from what Dayton had last year. Just some things that stand out about the Bulldogs.
I think they're a really good football team. I mean, Scott Rich is their head coach, was on the Katy High School staff for many years, and their offense resembles, a lot of Katy's stuff. I mean, it's very, zone blocking oriented, and they do a lot of things on the front side to make something look like it's a sweep, and then their backs are really good at sticking their foot in the ground and being able to cut back. So we've got to make sure that we're really, really sound, on the back side of things, on that quick cutback stuff. And again, they use play action to their advantage. They're going to keep a lot of guys in protection to hopefully keep us from getting to them. I hope that we're able to find a guy or two that can get back there. But, they run a lot of bootlegs, a lot of nakeds. And, they're just going to use play action to their advantage since they run it so well.
I know in the game against Lake Creek, the ground game had a little struggles getting going. Just some things you'll try to adjust on that front to be able to get them going in this ball game early on.
Yeah, it's little things here and there. I think it's spacing, and it's just being able to get our guys confidence again. I mean, we're going to put the ball in their hands, and we got a lot of guys that we can put the ball in their hands. And you know what? I guess statistically, you look, Trayshawn didn't have the best night that he's ever had before. At the same time, they did a good job of being able to tackle him. But we're going to give the ball back to Trayshawn, and we're going to let Trayshawn do Trayshawn things, and Trayshawn's going to do Trayshawn things. So it just that night wasn't the night. Credit to Lake Creek, but we found other ways to be able to do it. So we're just going to keep hitting it in the same spot and keep believing in what we do.
Final home game one last time in front of the home fans who have just been big supporters of you guys this season through all the thick and thin. Just what can you say going into this last game for Hornet Nation and just how big they've been for y'all?
We got championship weather that's right around the corner here, and it's coming in early. It's going to be here on Friday, and there's nothing like a great Hornet Nation crowd that we've had this year, and certainly need to send these seniors out in this stadium out the right way for sure.
That's right.
You know what? Going into, I want to back up real quick, Coach. I ran into a mutual friend of ours at the Dayton ball game. I was going up to the booth to meet Carlos, and I looked down, and I thought I'd recognize the guy sitting there, and then I took a step past him, and it was just him and his wife in the stands. So I backed up and looked, and I said, Kent Bruno. And I hadn't seen Kent Bruno in 30 years or longer or whatever it is, former Huntsville linebacker, former Bearcat linebacker. And you guys were together at Katy, no?
Well, he was my position coach. He's a father figure to me, and
Great guy.
Always has been. He's there's so many things, about me that I can credit to, my parents. I had great parents, and certainly can credit a lot of that stuff to Coach Bruno. So, I'm living the other side of it now. We always say it takes a village, and we're there to facilitate, to help these young men, be able to grow up. And as far as my mentorship and development as a young man, as a competitor, Kent Bruno is, like I said, he's on my Mount Rushmore of top coaches and mentors in my life for sure.
Yeah, he's as good as it gets. Coach, my last question.
Okay.
Keys to putting this all together for a huge Hornet win Friday night?
I think it's certainly staying on track of what we're doing. I've been really very pleased with our guys, poise. Both the Dayton game and the Lake Creek game were two different games, and they both handled it very well. Championship ball games are the same, and so we've got to continue to do that. It's just the little things. It's always a progressive mindset to me. We had a good night, running the football against Dayton, and then we were, not as well against Lake Creek. We just can't be, up and down, and we just got to be consistent. We got to be even flow, even kill. I think we know who we are right now as a football team, and we just got to go be who we are, and that's going to be good enough to be able to win for sure.
That's right. And folks, the best way to enjoy the ball game is right there at Huntsville ISD Stadium. One last time this season, get your tickets online, HornetNation.info, so you don't miss out on the ball game. Y'all give it up for head coach Todd Moebes joining us here tonight. Coach,
thank you guys. Yes, sir. Appreciate you guys. Yes, sir. Thank you.
Sir.
I'll let you hang tight here because we are running short on time here. Where did Becca go? Becca, I have the key for our winner of our 2 tickets tonight. I should leave this with you whenever we start.
Let's figure out who it is.
Let's find out who's going to get the best seats in the house on Friday. While she draws the winner, I want to let you know, unfortunately, me, Bryan, and Emma are not going to be there as we're going to be on the road with Sam Houston that night. We're all playing Halloween games, it looks like. So our good friend and former staff member Colin Neal is going to be joining us. And I just got word Stephanie Keel is going to jump on with him as his analyst. So
very nice.
It'll be a great crew on Friday night. Pregame at 6:15 p.m., kickoff at 7 o'clock for the broadcast on Friday. And our winner tonight is Dallas Simpson. Who is
Bingo.
the winner? She's tried every single week at home games, and she finally comes away a winner. Congratulations. Here is your tickets.
Hey, right here.
Enjoy the ball game.
Great job.
On Friday.
Look forward to seeing you there.
Absolutely. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have got to go again. Ticket information for the ball game on Friday. HornetNation.info. Click on the tickets tab. Let us sell out Huntsville ISD Stadium. Be loud. Wear your black. Wear your black. It's a blackout game. I don't know why I'm saying black. This is a blue shirt. Wear your black. Here we go. Wear your black on Friday night. And so you can will the Hornets to a big win on Friday as they make the push for the postseason. All right, friends, as always, on the count of three, a big 1, 2, 3 Stingham Hornets. Let them know what Nederland's going to be experiencing on Friday night. 1, 2, 3. Stingham Hornets. Good night. Right. God bless. And so long, one last time here from Chick-fil-A. This show, again, brought to you by our friends at Advantage Specialties and Chick-fil-A. We will see you guys next week for the last Hornet Nation Coaches show of the regular season with playoffs right around the corner. Good night. We'll see you next time.